Hi friends, welcome to my channel Maths for Pathways. Today I am going to upload the test paper for the biology standard level paper 2 November 2001. I will be sharing the questions as well as answers with you. Still, if something is not clear to you, you can write down in the comment box and definitely I will revert you back. Question number first is, first of all, I just want to tell you that this paper 2 is for 1 hour and you have to write down this paper. It's not on the basis of MCQ. So first I'm starting with the question number 1. A ribosome is made up of two subunits, one large and one small. Each subunit contains RNA and protein molecules. A laboratory investigation was performed to study the protein portion of the ribosomes of Chlamydomonas, a eukaryotic cell. The proteins of the small and large subunits were extracted and then separated by gel electrophoresis. Mixtures of the proteins were placed in a well in the corner of each gel. The conditions used initially caused the proteins to move from left to right across the gel. The condition were then changed to cause the proteins to move up the gel. To give further separation, each type of protein appears as one spot on the gel. Proteins from small subunit and proteins from large subunit. Now the first question is, state the two properties of the proteins used to separate them in the gel. First is electrical charge, second molecular weight. Another question, suggest one reason for the different sizes of the spots. Two or more proteins with some charge mass could merge to form large spots. More than one copy of some proteins could be present in a subunit. Next question is, compare the protein composition of the subunits in the terms of the number of different types of proteins and the range of molecular masses. There are more types of proteins in the large subunit. Proteins in large subunit show greater range in molecular mass. Now the next question is, red blood cells contain a globular protein called hemoglobin. Each hemoglobin molecule contains two beta globin, that is polypeptides. The amino acid sequence of the beta globin polypeptide can be represented as it's given over here. You can just see to it. On basis of this, they have asked calculate the minimum number of nucleotides in DNA which would code for the beta globin polypeptide. So I have given you the answer over here. Then is, suggest a reason why the mRNA sequence of nucleotides for beta globin is impossible to determine if only the amino acid sequence is known. I have given you the answer that more than one base triplet will code for an amino acid. Then F is, a point mutation in the beta globin gene causes sickle cell anemia. The mutation occurs when glutamate in the seventh amino acid position of the polymer is replaced by valine. Using the list of amino acid names with abbreviation and the genetic code. It's like deduce the point mutation in DNA, which would result in the production of valine instead of glutamate. Okay, and it's like thymine into adenine. Then is identify two codons on valine which could replace glutamate, that is GUA and GUG. Then over here the diagram is being given. And the question is, eukaryotic chromosomes consist of DNA and one other substance. State the other substance. The diagram below shows a process involving the chromosome of a cell. 7 steps have been given. You have to identify the process illustrated in the diagrams, that is meiosis. Deduce the diploid number of chromosomes of the cell type shown in the diagram, that is 6. Deduce with a reason whether the nuclei is in stage 5 are haploid or diploid. You have to tell, and the answer is haploid because reduction division occurs in stage 3. Then is identify with a reason whether the cell type in the diagram is plant or animal. It's plant because of the cell walls, no centrioles and no asters. The diagram below shows a food chain from a woodland community. You have to give the first answer, that is state the tropic level of the wood warble in the food chain. That is secondary consumer. Then is by adding links to the food chain given above, draw a food web using the following information. You have to draw the food web. The details has been given. Mice feed on grass seeds. Goshawks feed on mice and wood warbles. Wood warbles also feed on berries. Nectar is produced by flowers. So over here, I have given you the food web. You can just check out over here. Then the third question is explain what is meant by the term biosphere. So I have given you the answer over here. Means I have just given it in the brief. You have to write down the paragraph yourself. These are the points which you have to include in the answer. Then is section B, and the question number 4 is outline the structure of cell membranes including the substance contained within them and how they are arranged. B part is explain how the properties of phospholipids help to maintain the structure of cell membranes. Third is compare active transport across membranes with passive transport across membranes. Even you can give the diagram also over here, but I have not given. Question number 5, outline one technique used to estimate the population size of an animal that does not remain in a fixed position. That is Lincoln index name. So I have given how to calculate it. Then is compare the conditions which allow exponential growth of population with those that cause the population. So I have given you the detail about that in a tabular form, and you can just see to it, and even you can make it yourself also. Then next question is explain how species can evolve by natural selection. So I have given you the detail about the natural selection in the part C. Then comes question number 6. It's outline the feature of alveoli which allow efficient gas exchange. So I have given the details about the alveoli. Fine. Then in next part, it's explain the concept of homeostasis with reference to body temperature. So over here, I have given you the detail about homeostasis. Then is outline the role of the nervous system in controlling the breathing rate during exercise. So I have given you the answer for this. Like this, I have finished with the paper 2 biology standard level November 2001. I have given, or I want to say that I have discussed all the questions with you, and I have given the answers in brief over here. I have given the answers point by point, and if you want to uh, make little bit presentable, you can even draw the diagram for that. So I think so that the concept is now clear to you. Please do try this test papers again and again before giving your board exam. It will be really helpful to you. Thanks for watching my channel Maths for Pathways, and if you really like this sheet, then definitely share among more of your friends so that it may be helpful to other peer group also. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching my channel. Bye bye. See you in the next video with the paper number 3 of November 2001. Thanks a lot. Bye bye, kids.